think that's exactly why they went for Anti-Mage Magnus, because then you know, you've got greed. Okay, we raise you like a +1 of greed. If you want to take it late game, we're perfectly fine with going to that. So we'll see how they end up putting their lanes too, because wondering if they do end up like trying to do some weird kind of stuff where the Shadow Demon's laning versus the AM just to mess with him with the mana burn. But I think ideally they want to just have it where the Enigma is denying the wave so that the Timbersaw can actually get a decent start. So let's see.
You know, the thing that I'm really hopeful for is that we're going to see like a Diffusal Blade Orchid Anti-Mage. That's the dream right there.
He does have Empower, but I've even seen like, I think I saw the Anti-Mages even with Magnus fielding Battle Fury.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Well, it's going to be an interesting one, that's for sure. The collapse, immediately all the tips coming out for him.
Yeah, and he said something in all chat as well too. Yep, they're all saying something back to each other, so. And he had a spectacular performance already on his Magnus earlier this tournament with his Dominator Rush. He did the fun stuff with the Harpy Scout, the scouting, of course, with the flying vision, and was making so many plays with his usual Horn Toss skewer plays.
Ooh,
and
going up the hill.
They know they're strong. They know OG's very weak level 1. There's an Enigma on the side, so.
Oh, Yuragi, he fogs him out. That's your move. But wait, pull back now, maybe chance. Oh, disruption to keep him alive. Weird fights going on. Will they be able to do anything here? Two are separated. Collapse. Some trouble, possibly. The body blocked, right clicks coming through, and well,
but look at Maposhka, he's caught in a weird area. But I don't even think they have any stuns, so he can probably just TP out if he'd like to do so. But he's cooldown, of course, for 20 seconds if you can get away for it in time, but no, he's gonna die.
Dead.
He's getting this. Give it a PCM.
Perfectly played. Now, did they get 3 bounty runes, though? I think that they're going to be able to get there in time on the side of...
they might get 4. Let's see. Amar's like racing toward it. He's like, I'm gonna get this one. Okay, so yeah, 3 for 1.
No skill up, obviously, of the Blink for Yadoro. Instead, just gonna get the 3 bounty runes and slowly try and burn some of that mana. So
quite a lot of the mana. And they are sending the SD top. So that mana burn, it's skilled already. Shadow Demon's gonna be able to put him under, and they're gonna be able to be very annoying toward that anti-mage, at least start there. And it's always surprising when you see a team with Invoker and Enigma get the first blood. Just gonna point that out. Those are not traditionally not the best level 1 heroes, as you can see for Y. But they all split up. Like the EMP really put Spirit in like some weird panic that they all split. I think if they just tank the EMP and they just fight, I think they might be in a better position, honestly. But they didn't want to lose mana, I guess.
It's fair enough. No, everybody hates losing mana. It's like 80 mana damage or something like that. I don't remember.
Pretty low level 1. It's quite low.
Well, regardless. It is going to be an interesting one to watch. And I guess, so what is it really, like you said, the greed on the side of OG with this Enigma pick, but likewise Team Spirit are sort of just amping it up that much more?
Yeah, I think that they see the greed coming out from them, and then they see, you know, it's a free anti-mage game. The only thing he has to really worry about is the Troll Warlord in the majority of the game. Sure, he can get caught by black holes, but there's so many different ways that Spirit can protect him. So he's gonna have his time to farm, and the limited catch is there. It's just, it's glaring. Like, what stuns does he really have to worry about? There's like Tornado Cold Snaps, there's the Enigma stun, but all these things are kind of telegraphed. He can get his counterspell off a lot of the time.
Right, and as nice it is to like think about getting a black hole onto the anti-mage, usually there's gonna be somebody there to break in or any of those other things that could be a problem.
And even if he gets, like, let's say, gets to later stages where there's BKB, there's BKB piercing disables that are coming out on the side of Spirit. Several different forms.
Well, we'll see if they can make something happen. It feels like it has to be at least some momentum built up in the laning stage for OG. And obviously, if you just win your lanes, the game can go pretty well from there.
For sure.
Oh, Chu.
And they do still have, like, pretty cool team fight that comes out. That's the Invoker and the Enigma. Chu.
Take a lot of this one, banish for the moment, and as we talked about,
go in on him.
Oh,
gonna lose a lot of mana.
Yeah, get some good damage in there, but then back to it. Salve up, fine on Chu. But yeah, already OG coming out on top across all of the lanes, it looks like.
Yep.
With the AM and the Mag slightly behind.
Yep, and the Enigma is, of course, getting those extra little bit of denies too, which affects the Magnus, and it getting pulls off down bottom. It looks like he might be getting a stacked pull off, I believe, in the bottom lane. Yeah, so he's gonna deny all wave, so that's huge. The bottom's gonna be really good for that Troll Warlord. Because of that, Invoker's doing excellent in the mid matchup versus Kunkka already too. That first blood really helped.
It's what he needed to get done, and obviously they want to keep their eyes there. They have opened up the small camp, wasn't blocked for the Kunkka, so he'll have access to that the entire time as well. She gets chased away. Hadaro taking a lot of chunk and damage there.
Yep. Really annoying. Because he also, if I'm not mistaken, he still has the Orb of Venom. So when you're put under, he's also getting hit by an Orb of Venom as well as
Oh my god, he's just gonna get punched to death.
He's got Blink. He's got Stick Charge.
All right.
Yeah. He doesn't want to have to pop the wand, but it's one of those, like, right before the last hit. These players, like, they're so quick, so.
Hadaro, not worried about any type of lag. He's going to be perfectly good there. And
I am glad they did this lane setup. I'm glad they put the SD top. Like, the Enigma traditionally is the one to be able to make sure that your offlane gets experience, but this is better to slow down the farm of the game. And it's working. Good.
Only 11 last hits so far. Troll also not at the highest ether, but you talked about it. That Enigma making up for a little bit of the last CS as well.
Just need to be careful, of course, at bottom of just the skewer plays that could come out. Time versus the Troll and the Enigma. Towers are just so damn close. We saw how many times the Collapse was able to do it in the previous time that he played the Magnus.
So we're talking a little bit about, like, you know, this is a free AM game. It makes sense that they would want to take it here. What's the rationale behind the Enigma coming out?
It's a Taiga specialty, that's for sure, and I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. I think it's just because they're comfortable with the hero, and we haven't gotten to see it, so I think maybe they're just trying to make it work into a lineup for themselves too.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely feels like it's sort of the low-rent version of what we saw before with, like, Faceless Void Invoker, but needing to be able to find that.
That slow is ridiculous once you get out of mana, with Orb of Venom too, but doesn't need mana, of course, on Amar. Hit back. 23-7 on him, 25-10 on Invoker. Continue. First 5 minutes looking very good for OG.
Yeah, doing a really good job of that one. And Toronto Tokyo gonna go for the stack. Actually get it off there as well. Amar, without the Soul Ring yet, I think that's coming out on the Courier at the moment. That's finally gonna let him spam a few more of these spells.
Toronto has gone all the way back to base.
Ooh.
Bottom, they'll actually find Roger.
Got the kill.
Collapse.
He's taking a lot of damage here. The punches, he's in trouble. Tried to get the skewer underneath the tower, not gonna happen instead. He's just gonna get chased down and salve up on the Troll. Ends up getting broken. Nicely played there by Collapse.
Almost goes down. Really wanted to get the skewer onto the Enigma. We'll have his Mirana come back down to heal him up. But yeah, the Invoker pushing the Kunkka out of the lane is pretty huge. BZM 33-11. He's crushing.
OG just playing their hearts out here. The laning stage, again, going very, very well. The Mirana is sort of getting a decent amount of farm there as well, so it's not like all is lost in terms of those. But 1,000 gold lead at about 6 minutes so far for OG.
Radiant's mid tower could use a hand.
Who's gonna get it? Tokyo will get it.
Invis.
Fills up his bottle.
Mark keeps on taking damage, has Soul Ring, has a stick. Continues to get beat down. He is. Who's gonna go in at first? Pops it now. Mar still standing fine.
Level 3 reactive.
Dude. That was wild. They passed off salves and then back to it again.
It was a good call from Yosara to back up because the stick plus the Timber Chain might have been able to bring him down. So
Poshka, 4 stacks, ends up healing up from it afterwards. Oh, Chu goes down, but Poshka gets the finish. Mar keeps on losing it. Outer O. Oh, Chain comes through, but they're both on such low HP. Not gonna get killed off. Taiga salving off in the trees as well. If there's a Bloodseeker in this game, be all over.
Dude, the main and the AM are both looking like they have to go back to base. They had no regen left between them. Collapse.
Yeah. In some trouble. Oh, Taiga gets chased on. Right click as well as the arrow, and Collapse might actually get out. No. Yuragi able to find the finish there, and now the rotation coming from Chu gets the banish, wants to chase down Roger. He too will die double for Yuragi, and also Bane. Everybody dies, why don't they?
The Posker stayed up there. He was super low.
Yeah.
EZM goes up there, finds himself a nice free earn charge. Good aggression from OG early on here. 5-2, 1K lead.
I don't know, just pulling back up. Right now has the Orb of Corrosion, and he is queuing up the Diffusal Blade.
Yeah.
So wanting to play a little bit more of the aggro, but he's the one that instead is going to get aggressed on. BZM gets the kill on the Anti-Mage.
He stayed in the area. I definitely did not expect it. He blinked in aggressively to try to just keep burning down the mana of the Timber, but BZM still there.
This thing's starting to look very good for OG here. Troll, he's going to be going in for that Battle Fury, it looks like. But Miposhka trying to soak up experience, wants to get to level 6 so we can start making some plays. But now Toronto Tokyo with the urn being on top of him. Boat's going to come out, and that will be enough to keep Toronto Tokyo from getting dropped.
Fully defensive boat, though. That's like 75 seconds where you tell your side lanes, okay, no boat. Lots of damage going to be missing, and Team Spirit is definitely lacking a little bit of that early aggression to slow down this troll. He's going to have really early timings.
Could be incredibly strong.
2K lead, 8 minutes. Woo. The greed is being punished.
That's what they need to do. They've got to keep this up here. And I mean, it's going to be a little bit different, I guess, because the anti-mage, do you think he tries to fight earlier with those items that he's going for here?
Dyer's mid tower.
I mean, we'll see if he even decides to go for those items. That's the one thing too. It's like maybe he decides to switch it up a bit, but it looks like he's going to be in a really rough spot. I mean, they've lost all 3 lanes.
Yeah.
And that's always a big sign of disaster, really. As now Armar, he's going to be able to put pressure on top. He's likely to be able to take this tower by himself. And Toro doesn't want to go there. He's like less than half HP on an anti-mage. He might just die on Timber if he tries to slow down this push. Yeah, this is definitely concerns for Team Spirit.
It's now afterwards, arrow off the mark, and they find him collapsed, in trouble, dead again. Dominating right now for Yuragi. He has had just the freest game in the world.
They're making it look easy with the movements for BZM at least.
Poshka, Adaro, they move in, low mana, completely out of it. Mana Void, it's a lot, and the Nightmare afterwards, with the rotation coming in from Mirana, they're going to have the arrow follow-up, and this could be enough, although I actually don't think it is. Amar's still living through all of it, might kill up Poshka, instead brought down low, EMP gets killed by the urn. BZM just going to ghost walk out there. They do get reveal. Do they have anything left in the tank? Toronto Tokyo chasing. They find him now, caught with the X. The boat comes out, gets the cleave, and does it have enough damage? Yes, they do.
Get a much needed return kill. They're all over the place. BZM is in mid, he's in bottom, he's in top. He's just making every single move around the map, but does get brought down this time.
Again, they're given so much space to Yuragi here down bottom, but they will have the tome picked up now. Have that for the Bane. Taiga does have Black Hole ready.
In bad shape.
But
ooh, who took the tome on the side of OG? Did I just see the Invoker take it? Did I see that right?
Listen, sometimes you just gotta take it.
He's gonna use it. He uses it right away. He's like, too bad, Shadow Demon. It's mine.
That's the way it goes sometimes, you know? He wants to be strong.
He is styling. I mean, you give it the guy who's now incorporated in like majority of your kills, I think you give it to him. He's having such a good game for these rotations, and Troll's getting absolute full free farm. 1,800 gold above his counterpart, the anti-mage.
Smoke up now. 3 heroes gonna head top. They're gonna run into the Shadow Demon first, most likely. And he spots them on the ward, tries to find him off to the side, and behind the trees. Gets spotted. Oh, there he is.
They want the bigger kill though. They want Amar. But he does his usual timber chain down that side there, and now Chu. He's gonna make them walk a little bit for this kill too.
Has the body blocks afterwards, while invis. And they're gonna bring down that Shadow Demon. Goes for the imprisonment. Couple punches to follow.
Not the kill they wanted at all, and it's taking quite a lot of time still too. They want to give it to Tokyo for all the time wasted up there. As bottom, and is set up. Collapse.
Able to get the skewer away, but BZM just on the hunt constantly. Tornado lift up, gets the kill, gets the tower. They are just controlling this lane, and they're not looking back.
No, 3K lead with ENIGMA. Definitely feeling very good. They're going to Battle Fury way earlier than Anti-Mage has anything up online for him.
Ooh.
And even, look at that. He's going to be going for the Orchid on the Invoker, too. So he's going to have his own ways to be able to gank these side lanes easier. Even the Kunkka, stop Fiend's grip. Kill Mirana by himself. Yeah, it'll be really strong. Such a great start for OG.
They get a haste run on Toronto Tokyo, so can get in position for things. And again, this is all before Black Hole comes out, too.
Yeah.
Be sure that Taiga is getting fairly farmed on this ENIGMA.
Ooh, the sentry. He gets raped.
They get him the grip. That's so important. If they can get this kill, it's huge. Boat comes out, 2 ultis. The arrow from downtown follows it up. And that is what they needed on Team Spirit.
Now they can look to actually pressure the bottom side, maybe even take out the tower or a secondary kill. As you mentioned, that haste rune coming into play.
Makes all the difference in the world. Taiga, they pull him back in. Gonna beat him down and get the finish. You know, again, I watched a lot of these EU games, and time again, we would see games where Team Spirit would lose lanes, and then around the mid game, the fights would start to favor them. How do OG sort of keep up the momentum that was working so well for them earlier? What do they need to do here?
I think they can still do this. I think BZM can still just be super active. I don't think they need to really change any type of thing that happened. They just got caught in a weird position. BZM was ghost walking in the enemy jungle, and then consecutive kills. I think this is just, he just got caught out, and Spirit found a very good opportunity. Don't think OG should be too fussed. Nah, they shouldn't care too much.
All right. Well, they're going to head back out again. I think that was the Battle Fury fully completed on the troll.
I think so, right? From the number, yeah, from his farm that he's got. Level 11 as well, too.
God,
massive. And he is one of those heroes that versus anti-mage, it's gonna give them that extra bit of lockdown too on top of that, just the ensnare that comes out, of course, from your melee form.
Dire's mid tower won't last much longer.
If you get lucky on one of those, can be so nice. Collapse does have a centaur now with the Helm of the Dominator completed, but trying to defend against this, already the alacrity up on Yuragi.
Dire's mid towers having
They use the glyph. I'm going to try and beat down this tower. Not really a great way to defend against this for Team Spirit. Arrow comes out, not going to connect.
That is a huge tower to get also versus an anti-mage and a Magnus. Now you're gonna have so much, you have so much information on the map really, because bottom is gonna be constantly getting pushed out, and now you can even venture into the ancient sides yourselves. You can steal the ancients very easily with Troll.
Yeah.
So I think that this is a pretty big window here for OG to keep playing aggressive, and I believe that's the Orchid too. So definitely get a lot of kills here in these next few moments if Team Spirit's not all positioned.
Yeah, this could start to turn really rapidly. And as you mentioned, Orchid done.
Yeah.
They've taken all of the tier 1 towers on the outside.
Ooh, yep. Gotta be careful.
A Nightmare to dodge some of the damage that's coming through and pick up afterwards. So no silence. Mark. Choose right behind him. There's no way they get this kill. They're going to try and TP in for this, but they've got the disruption if they want to. Well, not using it yet, actually. Not using it all. Fiend's Grip. Disruption's there afterwards. Yadro in the area. Has to be careful about round 2 of this one. Mar pops the, well, everything now onto him. X off the mark as well with the arrow. He's getting away. He actually managed to do it. Mana Void. It's not enough damage, but eventually they bring down the Timbersaw and now going for more. I thought for sure he was going to be able to get out of there, but now Team Spirit, they find themselves another kill. A little bit of a mix-up there on the Nightmare, but Chu still goes down.
He held the disruption for a long time just because he knows how many different little combo plays. I don't know if he saves him anyway if he does get it on the initial, because there's just the arrow follow-up and everything too.
That's fair.
It was good positioning from Chu, but Spirit, they brought the extra numbers.
So many people. Well, and with that, now got ourselves a still 4K gold lead. This would be a nice kill onto Collapse if they can manage to get it, but almost sensing the danger is going to back out of there again.
How the hell did he know that one? Did he see something there? That he just seemed to have spidey sense. So Mar, there is a ward there waiting for him. They want to set up on him again.
Blink Dagger done on Enigma. This is the point where Taiga pulls it back in. I mean, again, if you get like a black hole and, you know, Timbersaw spells through, they're just going to get wrecked.
Yeah, and before the Blink Dagger on the Magnus, it'll be a lot easier for him to get that setup. Once the Blink comes on Mag, he's got a lot of different ways that he can play around it.
Up. Poker, Shadow Demon.
Yeah, BZM, just gotta keep being active. Gotta keep looking for these kills, keep slowing down this anti-mage, because he's starting to catch back up.
Turn dangerous very quickly.
Yep.
Are hanging out over there on the side, looking for some action. Roger, they run into one. I don't know if they can make this fight happen afterwards, so it looks like they're going to leave Roger for the Wolves. Miposhka gets scouted there to the side, wants to TP out, and it looks like he should be able to here.
Surprised they used the Demonic Urge to finish up the kill and run. I think that's one of those spells you ideally want to keep for most situations, so. It's just a Mirana that dies for that smoke. I feel like Spirit's not too fussed about that one themselves, so G, continue to look for the pressure though. Toro is getting his space himself. He's got the Yasha, and
this is nice.
The Diffusal, and this is, yeah, good positioning at least for them. While they are up there, they only kill Mirana, but wham, there's a Rosh in the area. And they do have that black hole blink.
Oh, they're leaving it alone actually, not opting to go all the way in. So taking the safer route. I mean, that is the thing too. Like with this type of a lead, you don't want to give away a Rosh for free.
They don't kill it too quickly either. It's like Troll is big, but it does still take them a little bit of time. And Blink is done on Magnus. And I believe BKB was finished on Toronto Tokyo as well too. So Spirit's ready to fight back now.
They gotta be careful here. There's the Nightmare. Arrow comes in afterwards. Got him caught. Shoes in the area. Can they do enough to save him? Not quite sure how it's gonna go. Toronto Tokyo got eyes right now onto BZM. Save comes there instead. Now they do have the Centaur in the area looking for the position, but it gets killed off. And it's gonna be enough for BZM to go down. Now looking for more. Chu is in trouble. Tadaro finds him, hits him down too. And the last couple of minutes, they find your arrow. Arrow comes in, it connects. They still have Black Hole. Need to be careful about positioning here onto Team Spirit. Roggy, if he turns to fight, could be deadly. Nightmare afterwards. Everything dropped on down. X Torrent combo is there. Taiga is still waiting to the side.
What a
positioning of Team Spirit is not going to get them that kill. They were able to get out.
The vision there, the instant Yules on the Magnus. He was waiting for the opportunity for the double RP. But yeah, great Yules from Amar to protect his troll. But BZM goes down again. A couple of times now that he's gotten caught out. Taiga.
Turns.
The damage.
Get it.
Oh my. Diffusal anti-mage, ladies and gentlemen. Holy moly.
And now they found another. Oh no, Team Spirit, they're starting to come online. They take him down one by one again. OG.
He hit him like 2 hits, and I just see this Enigma almost dead with the Empower, with all the stats that he's got now built up too. Wow, that was a lot harder than I thought he would hit with just 1 hit.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
Take another look.
It's like 1 or 2 hits. Look at that, like boom.
Oh my goodness.
He is empowered, so those hit for that much harder. But
oh, he's gonna keep having Empower, I think. So that could be a problem there for old OG.
Started to bleed a lot. Anti-mage in the form that he'd like to be after he had a very tough start. He is completely online. We're going toward that Manta, and as we prefaced in the earlier of this game, it is a pretty damn good anti-mage game, and he's really starting to get everything he needs. There, he gets the root.
That's what they needed. Dude, a little bit of luck, a lot of skill. That's how they make it work.
And that's the caster curse right there, right? Very good anti-mage game. Boom! Dies immediately right after.
Dude, that's so much gold. He got 700 gold for that.
It's a solo kill. He probably got, what, like a level, almost like a full level as well, to 1600 XP.
What a difference that makes.
Yeah, more than a full level. Level 17 now on Troll.
Well, now they have an opportunity to go back into Roche.
Yeah.
No, anti-mage for 20.
Wow, okay.
Can they take it quick enough?
I mean, that just happened. Yeah, now they can. Anti-mage is dead. Alacrity, now they've got more than enough.
Big plays. OG.
Huge auto attacks by Yuragi to get them that kill onto the anti-mage. I love Taiga. It happens. I've seen it happen time and time again as these troll warlords versus like storms and anti-mages.
Yeah.
One snare, one root.
Well, and it's worth noting too, right? If they find that one black hole and Troll just pops ulti, they're just all gonna melt. So they have answers.
Okay. Still very close game, even though the anti-mage and Spirit were finding their footing. OG, they hit back hard after that kill.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Arrow goes on out there, trying to push this bottom tier 2 tower a little bit and get something across the other side of the map while OG are pressuring for the other tier 2.
Yeah, Ragi's going for the next big item, of course, too, versus that anti-mage. It's a basher, so he'll have 2 different forms of control versus him. Still in a very good position, this troll. His other 2 cores are starting to fall behind, as we were mentioning, but he is, only level 18. Because some of these supports are level 9.
So strong.
Dire's got one last
So strong. Yeah, almost has that basher done.
Bottom towers seem better.
They weren't able to get the tower down bottom on Team Spirit. There's a smoke up now again. EZM heading on in with Yuragi, Chu. We'll see where they decide to go with the fight. Mar, the one that's leading the charge, but they just completed the Manta now on the anti-mage. So some survivability, and yeah, spots him there immediately. Nightmare tries to run away, collapse. Oh, arrow. Oh, this could be big. If they find it, oh, the Yules after great reaction. That is what they needed from him right there, and now following up for more. Tokyo throughout the boat. Team Spirit backs away. They will have another Blink Dagger up in a bit, ready to go for collapse, but they back out from Team Spirit. Are going to retreat away from there. Man, what a Yules.
Oh, that was close it was close too. Like if he gets it, it looked like it was maybe potentially like a 3 or 4 man RP. Mar on point twice now. That's 2 times that he's gotten instant Yules casted onto that Magnus.
Again, I mean, this is close to really, really bad, but Mar knew what was happening in the
Facing. Yeah, he precasts. Boom. Look, that might have been 4-man, right? That's very close to being a 4-man.
So close.
Yeah.
In the meantime, they're going to reset again. OG spreading out across the map, getting some good farm on. Taiga in position for what could be a really solid black hole if they want to defend this.
Yeah, he's getting pretty close to BKB too. That Philly, the Philosopher's Stone really kicking in.
That is a nice little pickup for him, as well as obviously Eidolon's farming the entire time. At least for now, Team Spirit not comfortable really pressuring to go super hard on this area. Mara wants to get into his next item too. Sandra Kaya, smoke up. Poshka going to be there again to break it. But Orkin comes out.
It's just the post every time. He knows that they're trying to smoke and wrap around, so he's just positioning himself there to catch it. Will anybody go down though? Roger, he shows himself.
Arrow. Oh, gonna hit actually on Iragi. And has to blink, jump, leap, get out of there if he can. Tornado is gonna connect, completely out of leap charges, and eventually they will finally take him down. Can't even throw an arrow to get some creeps along the way.
Gave his life away to try to maybe protect one of his cores. 2 kills. Along on our Aegis should be getting reclaimed quite soon, I believe. Yeah.
Minute 30.
Yep.
BKB, the next one for Magnus. He has a way to deal with that Yule Scepter that's been so pesky for him. TD up top probably gets that one taken as well.
He might have to just steal it. He wants to leave it for Yotaro, but yeah, he can't. Timber James at him. He's like hooking him like a punch.
Now going for round 2 of this. Yule Scepter lift up and collapse. He's going to get punished for this one. Stuck around too long for that DD and ends up dying there as well.
Really cool that they pick up an early gem on the side of OG too. Just give it up to Amar because he's so tanky. Now he can actually always make sure that they have a good positioning with Warden, and it's really been the name of the game a lot for OG is having vision advantage this game. I don't think that Spirit's been able to have many wards out of the map, and this gem is going to make it even harder.
This lineup, it just looks so good now for OG given the lead that they've got. The question is, can they find continued success with this? And it looks like so far they're going to be able to, but movement down, Moonlight Shadowed.
They saw him for a second. Right before it turns nighttime. If it was nighttime, they wouldn't have seen him there, but because they had daytime vision, they saw him.
1,000 gold lead, but the Aegis is about to expire.
OG they still have to always, you have to give the respect. It's a Magnus anti-mage, it's a huge wombo combo lineup. Like, even if you're ahead 6, 7, 10k, something like that, you can still lose just from positioning easily. I mean, even if you're higher than gold lead by quite a big shot, you have to be very cautious of your positioning always. And you're versus Collapse, so, you know, even more so, right? The Collapse Magnus.
Get that shard soon, surely.
He has it. Yeah, he picked it up nice. He picked it up like pretty much right after that 15-minute mark. That's why his BKB is going to be very delayed. So it is going to cause problems for him. Like he's going to be able to catch with the Horn Toss, but because of these Yule Scepters that we've seen from Amar, him not having BKB early will be a problem.
Puller's toy back out, and again, pushing out this bottom lane, trying to force OG down here. 1.5 minutes until Roche is going to respawn.
Maposhka trying to get some type of vision for them up. They still only really have like, look at the wards they have. They have like they have one ward on their side super defensively, and then they have one more also on this bottom side too. Besides that, the map is quite dark for the side of Team Spirit.
While OG, they see just about everything.
Yeah, they've got great information on the map.
BKB done for Enigma. I mean, we've still yet to see a black hole this game. Yeah, but you know it's coming. You know it's going to be deadly.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
Illusion. Beat it up. And then off to the races. Soon to see it at the very least.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't it pretty?
Yeah, it is. It feels like OG are very content with the state of the game right now, and don't really want to take that many more chances before that next Roche fight.
Yeah, this just feels like calm before the storm, before some massive team fight kicks off. And 7k gold lead for OG, but like I said, you still have to give a lot of respect and fear to the lineup of Team Spirit with what wombo combo they do have.
Well, the Dominator creep just ran in there, dies.
Yep.
So if you don't have wards, send increase.
Yep. He may be looking for a Harpy. He's like, where's this Harpy scout? I need you. Set up around mid, perhaps looking for an opportunity if somebody shows their face. Mar, he's a tough one.
Yeah, they know Shadow Demon's right behind them too.
believe that was AC was picked up for Tokyo, so it does help his team a lot. Tanking this versus the Troll, who's having, like we said, excellent game, 603 on Yuragi, level 22. So that is one of the big things. He's 4 levels higher than Yatoro in this game still.
That is, this Troll has just gotten everything that he needs.
Happens when you get a solo kill on the
right,
character,
exactly.
right? You get like almost 2 full levels. He's dead for some time too. You get a rush, you get another full level, so.
They're smoked up again. Ready to go. Chu finds one. It's a good one to get. Mapochka right at the start. Goes invis afterwards. Now Toronto Tokyo. X marks the spot, comes out. Boat afterwards. Counter on him, and the black hole immediately onto both of them. Can they kill him off in time, though? Doesn't look like RP. Cloud, another Yule comes out just in perfect time. Skewer trying to pull him back, but somehow even with that black hole, it's not enough. They don't get the kills.
And Collapse actually blinked into the edge of the black hole while I was finishing, trying to cancel it.
Yeah.
It's just a Bane and a Shadow Demon who die.
I mean, some of that's got to be the boat buff that came on in there.
Yeah. Roger, will he be able to get away? 2 leaps.
Dyer's mid-tower could use a little
Lamar wants him.
He's not stopping. Roger in some trouble, but they come on in now. More, come on in deeper in the face, why don't you? See if they can make anything happen. Sunstrike a little bit off the mark, and now in some trouble. Toronto Tokyo. Got another round of X. Torrent, pull him up, bring him down.
He had the gem. That is a big death for Lamar.
No, he's down. They pull him into the face also.
They're gonna tip Lamar for sure for that one.
This is a problem. Oh, Collapse finds his target.
What an overcommitment, but that is so costly, honestly. He gave the gem, he goes over aggressive, like, oh my goodness, that's gonna give them so much breathing room now for Spirit, and the wards that we were mentioning, the vision that OG's been playing off of now, it's gonna get completely countered in most of these situations. Oh, Amar has to be kicking himself for that one.
It hurts.
Beautiful by Collapse, though. It's like there's no hesitation. He's like, you think you're tanky enough to deal with tier 4s right now? All right. I raise you.
Roche actually going to respawn right now. Mapochka saw that, but so did the Eidolons back at home. Obviously really difficult to go in and try and take that one away, but still a nice little bit of like regained map control. It's still a 6,000 gold lead.
It's all the Troll. I mean, its majority is that Troll world. He's still 3.6k ahead of the anti-mage for the most parts. But yeah, losing the Timber, losing your gem, then losing your Invoker, that's quite consecutive series of events.
Team Spirit, they've still got that ace in the hole with the black hole ready to come on out. We did see the last time how strong of an answer this Kunkka boat can be to it. But it is going to be an interesting one to watch. Strig also picked up now. Going in for the Shadow Blade next on the Kunkka.
Bissell also on the anti-mage. This anti-mage is really scary now versus everybody, except for the... I mean, Troll still can fight him, but nobody else really can.
Mar pulled back in. Oh, Timber Chain. There you go. So that is always an answer with the change-up. I still can't believe that was a stun for all of TI. Like, what the heck?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
perfect timing, though, for him, right? Like, he used it to... I mean... used it to farm kind of in a way, but also it's just like perfect timing for him to just get out of that. Because he was dead. Right. It was into an arrow, into a centaur stun, into his whole team. So.
But obviously you can cast abilities still within it, so good stuff.
And now Black Hole should be back online quite soon.
It's back there. Still hanging on to the Philly. Never get rid of that thing.
No, not as Enigma. You have nothing else you really want to use.
Right.
Not so you get maybe a headband later or something, but smoke. OG.
Are showing mid. Tokyo connects himself back in. And they spot Collapse.
He's going for it again.
Oh, they didn't have the range. And Abyssal Blade comes out afterwards and completely out of mana. Torrent is down. Boom. Dead. And look over there.
Asleep.
I mean, there's a chance they could go for this if they want to. Spirit Vessel already. The slowdown is there with the Diffusal Blade. But he's caught. Oh no! And now the RP afterwards. It's only on one. The boat is going to connect. Collapse backing away. Still have Black Hole hanging on to it.
Okay.
I mean, that shows how strong that Troll is.
Yeah, I was a little awkward there for a second there, but yeah, the one root and then the RP to cover him, that got a bit scary there for Yatoro for sure.
I thought Mapochka was going to go for a grip, but decided not to.
But now it's like, okay, your RP is down, you use Mana Void, you use Boat. We still have Black Hole. Roche is up. They're getting this one for free. They're running over, though. I say for free, but Spirit, they want to fight this.
Arrow from downtown, connected.
It's a big one.
Right at the start, the Torrent afterwards has to be careful. Black Hole might be able to salvage this one, but they walk right into it. Immediately cancel. Yuragi Gets the Aegis though, that's what they needed. Toronto Tokyo trying to get out of there with the crit there onto Taiga. It's not gonna be enough to get the kill. AM still alive, but there's the stun, the back. He's able to keep him alive, Collapse salvaging his carry. The Horn Toss gets the kill onto Taiga, but he loses his life nonetheless.
Holy moly. Invoker survives throughout all of it too. BZM able to keep himself up even though he gets arrowed and fully initiated on. They didn't go for him because that disruption ends up saving him and they have to end up going for the Roche, but Yuragi, he gets the important stuff.
Yeah, and showing again, you know, until he gets that Lincoln Sphere on Taiga, the grip is still going to be a problem.
Yeah, it's so hard for him to cast it, really. Miposhka always in the right place at the right time. Yeah, Aegis on Troll.
God, he has had such a great game. Yuragi,
Flawless.
0-6.
Yeah, flawless game. Kind of his own Abyssal now finished up too. And he's about to hit 25.
Yikes.
He's going to probably have the strong Dispel. So he's going to be able to protect himself versus the RPs and pretty much everything. So he's going to be able to always be a really fighting body that, I don't know, Spirit, they're definitely having trouble dealing with Yuragi. As we said, everybody else, they seem like they have solutions for, but the Troll, they don't.
And he's just so mobile. He can get on top of you really quickly.
And it was what? Taiga was the one who recovered the gem. Okay. He did get their gem back through all that.
Trying to get into the butterfly next for Yadoro.
Yep, trying to get that evasion versus the Troll who doesn't have a way to pierce it. Could be big.
Almost caught him there.
You see Yuragi, he already knows what to bring up next. He's already got the MKB queued up and he's already, I believe, halfway toward it on that Troll as well.
Yeah, it's so hard to deal with that guy.
Yep, he is an absolute menace. He's pretty far up right now, though. They're gonna pull him even further.
Yeah, there's nobody nearby. I mean, she was pretty close, but the arrow is there. Yuragi, still fine.
They're pulling him even further.
Shard is there. They can't keep him alive. Oh my God, they might have another round of this.
I think they might.
Right on top of Abyssal Blade, able to connect, and the Mana Void, everything dropped in. Oh, but the save! Shu got him out just at the last second. Boat comes out afterwards. Yuragi still trying to escape. They actually throw him away with the shard yet again. Roger leaps in, leaps out, gets away afterwards.
He was so patient with his battle trance. He had the 25, so he had the strong Dispel to be able to disengage, but he held it that entire time. That was pretty crazy by Yuragi. He did get Mana Burn, and then he did get, I believe, sticked up, but so that he could have the mana for it. But oh, okay, DD he finds that. That's lovely. That was a bit concerning. That was a bit scary for him. I think he's gonna think twice about now stepping up that far when versus Tidal Wave versus Skewer versus all these positioning abilities.
It's tough, right? And I think the other thing that's interesting to watch for in this is, like, if they do manage to sort of pressure up towards high ground, it's not an easy high ground to take. There's all these dispels and things that move them around. It's potentially really dangerous. Toronto Tokyo, they get vision.
Ooh, he's got to be careful.
Ewell Scepter. Ooh, run. Jason? Roger? Get out of there.
That was scary. Every time I see these Kunkas doing that, I have a slight heart attack just because of the Ewells being able to just stop them out. But yeah, going high ground, it's going to be very difficult. It's always that risk versus Collapse, especially versus the Magnus and the Anti-Mage.
Lincoln Sphere on the mind of Taiga, still a little ways away from it.
That was the, and he stole the shard, right? That was the stolen shard from the Roshan that the Kunka got.
Oh, yeah.
So he didn't have to spend for it.
Gets pulled back in there, able to time the Ewells all the way.
The prize is mine.
So Toronto Tokyo keeping those lanes pushed out while everybody else is farming across the map. Yadoro pressuring top tier 2 and gonna drop rather rapidly.
He's 24, almost 25 on the Anti-Mage too. Still a very close game. 10k lead for the majority. It feels like for OG they've had this lead, but it still feels like it's anybody's game.
I mean, it's just so scary, right? Like with an AC and an Anti-Mage, if you do end up losing that one fight and AM's left alive, buildings are dropping.
Always do have to keep the factor in, of course. There is going to be a Alacrity being buffed up on this Troll, and when you look at the other side, it is very likely that the Anti-Mage might just get dispelled, right? He might just get the Demonic Purge on him in most of these fights, so won't have the Empower, maybe, but we will see.
Moonlight Shadow. Get out of there. Ships in the night passing by each other.
Those are such scary moments. They knew he was in the area too. They're like, where is he? I know you're here.
Gets a ward down. This one's not going to get scouted, but again, if you get that vision, Collapse might come back hunting in a little bit here.
Sneaky ones.
MKB finished for the Troll now, though. They're good to go. And round with still the 10K gold lead being held for the moment. OG have to know that they're up there on that high ground at this point. They're just trying to push out the wave.
The creep is collapse. I feel like I haven't seen collapses creep in a while.
No.
I'm not sure if I'm like not looking around on the map everywhere. I was trying to look around as much as possible, but yeah, I couldn't find it.
It's like, at least for the moment, might not have one.
JJ is like desperately looking for it, but it's nowhere to be found. He might not have one.
Look at this, though.
The tower.
Dude, nobody's here.
Going down. Lincoln's is finished on Enigma. That's a big pickup. Definitely have to point that one out.
Backs out. But that tower almost all the way dead. Like, if you would have told me that they're taking the first tier 3 tower, they can also do the X plays.
They can. And collapse, he's fishing. Look, he's waiting for an opportunity if someone shows.
You gotta be, I mean, the OG, I think that they realize that there's a chance there's a ward there, so they're playing it a little safe. Although, smoke, they spotted it. They know. Wait, did they?
That looked like it might have just been on the edge of it. I don't think
Collapse,
so.
they pull up. This is big. RP out, but he gets the BKB off in time. Still getting absolutely roasted. Yadro hits out afterwards. They get the kill. Yuragi, X, boat comes after Taiga. Not gonna get it out actually. Takes a ton of damage. The arrow is gonna connect, and then they pull up, they can clip him maybe. Off to the side. Yadro, they got him on their sights, and there it is immediately. The black hole comes out, but is it gonna be enough damage? It is. They take him down. The rest of Team Spirit needs to get the heck out of here. Mapochka immediately gonna TP away, but the tornado comes out. Roger trying to hide. So they take down the 2 big ones. Toronto Tokyo looks like he was also able to escape.
Big play from Taiga. With that freshly picked up Lincoln's with his BKB, he felt safe. The Fiend's Grip was actually used on the side at the same time, but it didn't matter, as we put out the Lincoln's would have blocked it. BZM is forced, he does buy back there, but...
That's,
And I think I actually noticed what happened there. So I think his ascetic cap popped. So when he X'd him and tried to boat combo him, the ascetic cap status resistance actually removed the X too fast.
And it couldn't stay any longer.
And they couldn't keep the combo on him, yeah. So that's what happened initially with the X combo that Toronto Tokyo tried to do, and then, yeah, Taiga saw an opportunity.
Freaking neutral items and status resistance.
I was pretty sure I saw the troll using the ascetic cap. I was just trying to keep track of, because I heard the noise as well proc, so.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
21-19, still OG in the gold lead.
I think Tokyo now for the next fights too, like we were mentioning earlier, how powerful the rum was versus that. He's gonna have to maybe save the boat just to cover over that black hole. Even though he won't stop it, he'll be able to at least provide that extra protection.
Right.
Might be necessary.
Depending on how you cast it too, you can make it so that it spawns like right on the area and you get the rum buff.
Yeah.
Although it can be a little bit difficult to make that work.
BZM does have a full Hex, I believe, finished up now too, so further forms of control for the anti-mage.
Devastating, but as you said, also bought back.
He did.
So that's something to watch for. And Roche 1 minute away. Everything's going to be up.
Yeah, if they find BZM, I mean, that's going to be a huge opportunity.
Bro, for the Aghanim Scepter.
Okay.
Very neat.
Yeah, I think when people were trying to make anti-mage work before this patch, when he just wasn't very good, and it was just tough to try. People were trying the Aghanims build. It's really annoying, because then you get baited. Like, you see these anti-mages blinking in, and maybe Taiga falls for it. Like, even one little slip step, he shows himself. And this
is going to be the reveal of it. They're not going to have known about it.
Yep,
Taiga goes in. Toronto Tokyo, they blink back.
Still no hold, 20 seconds, so they want to take an opportunity off that.
Looks for it, jumps in, tries to get him right at the start. He's tearing him apart. Taiga caught, killed, just like that.
And the Aghanims actually, he throws illusions at him.
Arrow comes out afterwards. They find Chu. This is the fight that Team Spirit needed, and OG, they lose too.
And look at the time on Roche.
Yeah, that's a really quick one. They do a buyback, and they're going to need to use it.
They have to, yeah. It's so dangerous though, because BZM, as we mentioned, no buyback. He has to be so careful. They scanned him.
They know.
They know he's in the area. Dust does not connect.
Oh, blinking away. BZM, he's making so much space. BCP.
Yeah, no risk.
Good call. Roche up. It's a refresher.
Where was the gem from earlier? Taiga had it. Nobody has recovered it.
Okay.
He died up north before. Magnus just picked it up.
There it is.
Collapse just got in that area we were looking at.
The sleeping grip.
It's
the arrow on the other side. What a play. Can they do it? Nobody else can get here in time. And now it's going to be going down. That could have been huge. But they get the kill, and now the buyback.
It instantly forces a Taiga buyback.
Right.
So now it's like two conditions. If Taiga gets caught out himself too, could be really scary. And we see it. The Roche is up, and it's going to be scouted by both sides.
Prize is mine.
Oh boy.
I will cloud their minds.
God. And like, The 9K gold lead's still important, but it means a lot less than the vision and how the fight starts.
Oh, I mean, at these points in the game, 9K means nothing really. It's all about the lack of the buybacks on the Invoker and the Enigma, and it's going to be all about these initiations. Who gets the go? He's still hanging on to the ascetic cap. Really interesting to point out on Yuragi. He's been holding it the entire time as a troll warlord. Usually you see like those damage items that they traditionally want to hold, but not himself. And
oh,
okay.
OG, they're taking a risk here. They're gonna go on in, and Toronto Tokyo throws it out. Arrow off the mark.
It's dying fast.
They gotta be careful. He's thinking about going in, but he's so scary. Tornado already getting for the lift up. Collapse looking for a jump. Does he want to actually go in for this? They don't. They can't get everybody there in time, and OG, they get it all.
And it's a refresher shard, so Taiga.
Oh, this is huge.
They're
that
gonna
was
have
such
two
a
different
huge
ones.
play.
Ooh.
Dude, OG smelling blood in the water, and they went for it.
Yeah. Good buyback from Taiga at the end of the day when they had the initial catch on BZM and being forced to use it. Works out.
Now, they did give it to Yuragi, and he still has buyback. So
I think BZM's getting close. What's the timer on the Invoker? It should be coming back up in a few moments.
for the buyback, yeah.
Yeah, for buyback for our Invoker. Sorry, JJ. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's coming back up in about 3 minutes, so.
Still a little bit of a window there, which they're probably going to play safe on, I would imagine, for OG.
At least BZM is walking around.
That's him.
Ooh.
They don't have any detection right now. Jeez.
Oh my god, this is so scary. BZM, he's gonna walk into the gem. He blinks over him.
What? Oh, because they think that the rest of the team is
Because
there.
they are TPing over. The trolls TP
moving
to the outpost, yeah.
Yadro backs out.
Oh my god, I feel like we've seen that like 4 times now. People just walking past each other this game. Full refresher now for the Kunkka. As we saw last game for Toronto, he did the same thing.
Yeah, I think he has the sheet, the fleet again.
Yep, but this time he has Timeless Relic, so.
Okay.
Buck with there.
Bunch of waiting for the.
Oh. And also Telescope, of course, on the Bane. So
Right.
always important to point that one out, just the distance that he's going to be able to grab heroes.
As long as I can.
12K.
This game. So feels like it's anybody, but the Hex comes out.
That's what they needed. Big play right there for OG. Double round. Oh, what? He gets out? Able to live through that one. Is he going to be able to chase him down yet again? Off in the counter spell, looking for a blink out yet again. Sunrise looking for a Yadro. Gotta get the heck out of there. Blinks out again. The TP away and almost got him. Oh, by the skin of his teeth.
Oh my god. I guess they really wanted to just hold the black holes. I thought Taiga might just use one because he had the refresher shard still, but he did hang on to it. It does allow the anti-mage to get out. Very close.
God.
Whew.
Yeah, this game
Continues to just be insane.
I mean, the thing about it that's so interesting, right, is that it's like there's all these spells that can just destroy a hero, and it feels like they're playing so well around each other, and now they find one. He just goes in like a madman. Oh! They
Oh my god, it's
Are you kidding me? Everything dropped down on straight for the black hole. Turn it all around. Taiga tries to make it happen. Is there going to be enough damage?
Second one.
Second round, round 2. But the hole's coming in afterwards. It's not going to be enough. Taiga the god.
Oh my, they didn't have the damage. They didn't have the damage on top of the RP, but now the buybacks. There's no holes.
Round 2 pushes him up on the cliff, but he's going to get popped out immediately after he gets around. He just destroys Toronto.
goodness.
Didn't stand a chance. Amar up on the high ground, getting punched away over to the side. But Pushka goes down. Ultra kill for Yuragi. One by one, they end up dropping. Team Spirit. They lost their mid yet again. BZM running back in, trying to find the AM. And in the end, they didn't bring him down once.
Oh, the control they had on the they had the full control on the anti-mage during the RP. So when he jumps over, the RP was already almost ending, and Taiga, he gets the opportunity to just double BKB Black Hole Yotaro.
Gotta get out of there.
He's got to be careful.
Collapse.
There's a Hex.
He's trying to play together with Yadro, but it's really tough. You need that RP. Still 80 seconds without Kunkka.
Yeah, and he just gets he TPs in and just dies. Yuragi just stuck on him and just bashed him to death.
Freaking Taiga. Just he's like, all right, I'm just gonna black hole you twice. Why not? Oh man. A minute left on this Aegis.
Yeah, look at how this all plays out. So I think he got X'd. He blinks in as the anti-mage with the arrow to deal with this, and he gets tornadoed. And look at the opportunity when he sees it. He gets the 4-man RP, but for the AM, he's getting like X marks all over the place. By the time he gets into it, it's already over on that RP. And Taiga, wha-bam.
Yeah, they needed that extra bit of stun there, but yeah, round 2 of this came on out.
Oh man.
Unreal. As soon as you're in there, like you've got chakrams, you've got cleave.
I don't think the run buff hit any of them either. I don't believe I saw it on anybody. It looks like it had just missed.
Just like that, he comes back in just to get brought down again. Honestly, I'm surprised the Team Spirit didn't just lose the game right there.
Yeah, me too. Because they have the quad buybacks TPing in. It was definitely a big risk.
Another round here. I mean, yeah, think about if they were able to hit like a boat or torrents there on top of the after the skewer back.
Yeah.
You know, that fight goes completely different.
Oh man, yeah. Quad 4-man RPs that end up leading into not many kills on their side. That's crazy. 82%. G. This Troll Warlord just still having an impeccable game.
He has done everything for him.
12, 0, and 10. Actually insane. No boots now. Going for that swift blink after.
Who needs him?
Who needs him?
Still trying to spread out the map, and in spite of the lead that OG has fostered and continued to build this entire time, they've still yet to take a tier 3 tower. Meanwhile, on the other side, Spirit has been able to take that top one. Obviously, don't want to give any avenues for Team Spirit to get back into this and push out one of those lanes and then go for an all-in play or something.
It does feel like OG, though, has like these 4 cores, while it feels like Team Spirit is playing with like 2. That's it. So it is starting to feel very difficult for them, even though they do have this anti-mage. The Troll is just, he's huge, and Enigma is his own core in a way, because...
Don't look now, though. They got the Axe Labyrinth item. Mirana picking up the Wind Waker.
Is that an Axe Labyrinth item? I didn't even know that.
I mean, it's just the best item to get.
Okay, fair.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, cool. So that's one way to be able to protect at least your anti-mage inside of the black holes. You got to get kind of close, but could be an opportunity.
Boschka trying to get out of there, but underneath a ward. Coming for the captain.
Ooh, he's going to his anti-mage though. But is he going to help his anti-mage, or is he going to hurt his anti-mage?
Oh, no.
He's spotted.
Jumps. Wait a minute. Tries to blow him up.
They're ready.
Oh, no. It's like this. They can't save him. They try and make it work, but it's not going to happen. Dead for 2 minutes.
OG was so ready. They brought everybody. I mean, Taiga. Yeah, Taiga's killing it. 120 seconds, no anti-mage. Line is drawn. Time to go down the mid lane for OG. He's still saying, respect it, I think, like, right? Be careful for the Magnus. Be careful for these skewer plays. AM is dead, but like tier 4s, we still have to be careful. They have lots of ways to pull us into Fountain.
I thought he was saying that's where I blackholed. That guy right there. That's the one who died. Yeah. It's 100 seconds with no anti-mage, and I think that OG immediately are going to start running down these lanes and ready to take this one.
Yeah, the line was drawn down the mid lane right after they got the black hole, I felt.
On Tokyo.
He BKBs, he wants the wave. He doesn't want to get Yules.
Yeah, and that gets him out. Now, they don't have any other creep waves here, so
Look at mid back there. The Dominator creep is pulling the mid creep wave. Look at this. Look at him. He's got a catapult wave.
Trying to salvage the game. They still have backdoor protection.
And it's on. Can Troll go through it? I think he can.
Dude, they're going to just run these little creeps around over and over again. But yeah, this is a problem. Still 60 seconds on anti-mage. Who needs backdoor protection? Can they actually? I mean, again,
bottom wave's coming in right now, so backdoor is gone.
Yeah, there it is. That's what they needed. Trying to push them away with the tidal waves, hitting them with arrows. Mar, the one that's there, jumps in right away onto Toronto Tokyo. But racks are gone, and looking for the tier 4 tower. The Mar, he's in the fountain. Sir? Okay, goes down, finds some space for Yuragi.
It's an RP that was used.
Yeah, X-Mar's spot. Eyes back now. Wants to come on into this one, but they got their eyes set on Euros now. Bash is there, but a long-range skewer from downtown. Yuragi, he's back in the fountain. He's caught. He's killed. Are you kidding me? They got the boat. I mean, again, he has buyback, but OG, this is not the way it's supposed to go.
That's why I'm pretty sure Taiga was telling them to be careful of these skewer plays,
and they find him again. Chu, he's caught. The torrent is there. They cannot believe it. Unreal. How is this game still going?
Oh, collapse, Magnus. Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm telling you, man, when Taiga was telling them that, I swear, like, you have to respect this fountain. Like, there's so many different ways that they can pull him in. Level 24 on Magnus. Yataro's back up. They have another shot now in this game.
I mean, they wanted to pay respects to the fountain. He went and checked it out.
Look what's coming up in 2 seconds. Roshan's up, Troll's dead for 50.
What? You've got to be kidding me. Come on now. Get real for a second.
Ooh, they don't know. They didn't scout it just yet.
I mean, surely you go and check it out. Surely. We'll see. Or they try and go for more.
They want to catch, it looks like, first.
Dude.
They're going to check Miposhka. Is he? Oh, no, he walked right past it.
Oh, if they... accidentally, Roger. Oh, he punched the building accidentally. I think he was trying to click forward and he's got a right click, yeah. Oh, but oh
my goodness.
A rare miss right there for Collapse.
Oh my god, this is getting to be such a crazy game. Like,
their hands are shaking.
This Roche is humongous too. I mean, free Ags, a refresher too. Like, imagine that on the Magnus, and he's got all that different opportunities too. Even if they get the Ags on the Kunkka too, could cause chaos in the fights. On OG, if they get it, that might just be the the seal in the coffin, because this Enigma will be able to have that double back.
Lower bracket elimination match, and all on the line. They don't feel comfortable going for this though.
Scouted by both teams.
Imagine if they would have just ran there at the beginning. But now OG, I mean, they surely have to be the ones that are...
Oh, they actually have the Ags already on the Kunkka. I actually didn't see that he finished it. So he has Ags Refresher on the Kunkka now. These...
Okay.
The water park is fully online now.
Just bought out for the synth as well, potentially.
Okay. Goodness, it's getting a little tough to keep track of all these different things. But let's take a look at what's our buyback status.
Yeah, that's the most important thing.
I believe we can get that one up. Thank you very much. Anti-Mage back up in 5, Kunkka as well, Magnus as well. So everybody on the side of Spirit will. Look at Amar though. Amar's got 5.5 minutes that they could see an opportunity. He is the tough one to kill though, so very tanky.
Well, and I mean, obviously more damage, other things that he's providing, but to me at least, Taiga feels like, and Yuragi feel like the two most important heroes.
Absolutely, yeah, totally agree. And he's got the ninja gear. He actually has the refresher if he wants to purchase it. I think he's gonna.
Gold for my chest.
Oh my god, okay.
Going all in.
Whew.
I mean, yeah, the 2 black holes before won them that other fight. The big question, though, of course, is if you find him at the start of the fight, he doesn't have buyback. That could be curtains. I mean, this is the all-in play right now that they're going for.
And they're going to force the Roche.
They spotted this. The arrow was out. There it is. They pull him up and away. Okay.
That's
Get out the BKB. They're waiting. They're hunting. They're chasing this down continuously, throwing out the meatballs. Wants to make sure that nobody gets caught out. That's BKB down.
Jeez, I mean, the range of these skewers, it's just so terrifying.
And looking for another round of it. Roger, he's out. He's front and center. Hexed up. But Taiga, he finds him right at the start. Did they have anything to save? No, the Wind Waker wasn't there. Tokyo gets it off though. There it is. The stun coming out, trying to do what they can. Collapse on the other side. They have another round of this if they want to. Poshka caught for the moment. They buy back now. It's Tokyo, but he got him right at the start, dead. They take him down. Collapse looking for another one. That's RP already used. Yuragi. One-on-one over to the side, and that's AM. It's going to die, but the buyback comes for another round. Collapse. He's tipping away, but cancels that now. Does he go in for another round of this? Chu moves in, and boat already out. They spot him there to the side. Chu, long range. Tokyo maybe in a little bit of trouble. He has the boat buff. Tornado lift up onto Miposhka, dead again. Yataro, though, he finds him, kills off Chu. So both heroes dead, and the rest of Team Spirit, they have to back away.
My god, everybody's buying back.
Yeah, they know they want to get this Roche.
No black holes available, no RP available, anti-mage alive.
Creeps in the mid, though. They have to deal with this.
Yuragi and Collapse, the only 2 heroes with buyback. But yeah, these creeps mid, that's the problem.
That might just end the game if they're not careful. He's hexed. He's going to go down most likely. Do they have enough in the tank? And it looks like indeed they will. That is 2 minutes. Anti-mage dead. And the throne is being hit. This is going to be GG.
Oh, and I think we're all blessed with the game 3 after this one. That was...
Looks like we're
oh my god, that was...
I thought that was the game 3. What's going on long enough? Losing my mind.
I mean, what a game, actually. What a fantastic game. Actually, for both sides, I think they...